Pregnancies all around the world are completely different on how they are treating the situation. The symptoms can change throughout the first, second, and last trimester. Around the world, certain symptoms can mean something to the mother, whether it is a myth or a belief. For example, people believe the more morning sickness you have, it is more likely the baby will be a girl. My topic is about pregnancy symptoms throughout the first, second, and third trimester. Also, I will be talking about how the embryo forms into a fetus in the trimesters. I have performed online research on this topic on credible websites that have been published by health doctors and nurses. We obviously have all been given birth from a woman. Statistics show there are about 4 births every second. That would be 360,000 births per day, approximately 140 million births per year. This number has increased throughout the years. That leads to having many pregnant women around the world. Now I will be explaining what pregnant women experience while they go through the 3 trimesters. I will talk about the weekly guides of a typical pregnancy. Moving on to my first point, I would like to talk about the pregnancies in the first trimester, which is from week 1 to week 12. According to the womenshealth.gov, this time is when you feel a more physical and emotional pain, but there is not a noticeable change in the belly yet. There is a possibility of headaches, swollen breasts, and an upset stomach. Some may feel fatigue or have sensitivities to certain smells. This trimester is more likely the hardest one due to the harsh pain these women go through. Fortunately, these comforts will go away as the pregnancy progresses. According to On Health, at 4 weeks in, the baby is beginning to develop the nervous system and the heart begins to form. This is now the embryo stage. At 8 weeks, the embryo becomes a fetus. This is when all of the major organs have begun to form and the baby's heart begins to beat. Eventually, the arms and legs grow longer and the face begins to develop features. At 12 weeks, the nerves and muscles begin to work together. At this point, the baby can make a fist and the external sex organs show if your baby is a boy or a girl. Head growth has slowed down and the baby is about 3 inches long and weighs almost an ounce. Secondly, the second trimester begins. In this case, the second trimester is from week 13 to week 28. Most women find this stage easier than the first stage. Although the symptoms from trimester 1 to trimester 2 are not so different, they are more severe in the beginning. According to Medicine.net, the biggest change in the second trimester is weight gain, and most women gain about a total of 25 pounds to 35 pounds during pregnancy. Weight gain occurs because the fetus is growing and so is the placenta, plus breast enlargement and increased blood fluid volume. Due to the weight gain, stretch marks are also occur in the abdomen. Weight gain also causes swelling of the ankle, face, and fingers. Okay, so according to the medical news today, during the second trimester, the fetus will go from weighing about 3 ounces to weighing 1 pound or more. This is when the fetus will develop the skeleton, muscle tissue and skin. It'll also grow the eyebrows, eyelashes, fingernails, toenails, blood cells, taste buds, footprints, and fingerprints and hair. The fetus now has regular sleeping and waking patterns. They can also hear sounds from outside the womb, and they will begin to practice swallowing, which is an important skill that is used after delivery. Okay. Thirdly, I will be talking about the last and final trimester of pregnancy. The third trimester is from week 29 to week 40. According to the World Mental Health Survey conducted in 17 countries, found that an average of about 1 in 20 people have reported having an episode of depression. The prevalence of depression among women is 2 to 3 times higher than that among men. Depression is one of the most serious health problems among women while being pregnant. It is common for women to feel depressed when labor is about to occur. This happens mainly for overthinking and anxiety about delivery and parenthood. According to On Health, by the last trimester, the pregnant woman will experience leakage of milk from breast, insomnia, and frequent urination. By 32 weeks, the movements and kicking increase. The eyes can open and close. Lungs are not fully formed, but practice breathing movements. The baby's body begins to store iron and calcium, and lanugo, which is a fine hair that you can see on the forehead, begins to fall off. Finally, the baby should turn into a head down position to make birth easier as it gets closer to the delivery date. During the 37 to 40 weeks, the baby is considered full term and the organs are capable of functioning on their own. Average birth weight is between 6 pounds 2 ounces to 9 pounds 2 ounces, and average length is 19 to 21 inches long. To conclude my speech, pregnancy is a beautiful process overall. Although it may be long and the symptoms are painful, it is worth it in the end. Now we know how long the trimesters can last, how long pregnancy is, what the fetus develops during this time, and the symptoms the birth giver is going through. Beauty in the struggle is a real thing, especially when it comes down to being a pregnant mother. Thank you.